Hello and welcome to my 100% playthrough of Hell Revealed. This is Map 21 Siege, and as you can see we've got 190 monsters and 1 secret. So let's get on with this. We've got a toilet here, we've got a berserk pack there that we need to raise if we want the berserk pack. And I think it just raises by running through the rooms, because the next time you go around on a lap it's open, or it's raised, so that's it. I might actually come back for it just in case I need it. You can shoot the TV, grab some early plasma, which is cool. And I'm going to grab a single backpack. And I'm going to move out here, grab some resources. We need to be careful with resources in this map. It's not straightforward. Ammo can get tight, and it's very, very uncomfortable if you run out. So just be careful with your picks. I'll do. Okay. So we're good, and I can grab this here. We've got loads of barons in the opening bit. Let's just bring it in. Nothing too special with this, just rockets. Take it all down. I think there's a monster block and line def, so they can't even come out. So nothing too demanding here, but in the next section we do get some archfiles in. So obviously just be careful of corpses. Bring those ones to the back a bit further forward. Cool. Come on. Okay. Let's just finish you off this way. And I say archfiles at the back. When you touch the lip of the doorway here, that back door opens and you get loads of archfiles in. Or sorry, 2 archfiles. So I'm going to fire ahead. How good was that? That was very, very good. Okay. Happy with that. Let's grab some more of these and just progress into the next section. No perfect way of doing some of this, so gotta use your ammo. Shells are not the worst thing to use here, so I've got to use them. We've got 4 revenants on either side. Let's try and take them down. Come on. My aim not great. See the room of Mancubi next door. Okay. Just trying to take them in turns so I can dodge if anything is coming. That's pretty good. I'm going to go to rockets next, tidy up this room. That's alright. There's plenty more in there, but that's all I can see for now. So let's just keep tidying this up. Nice. Come on. There's another one down. I say don't overshoot your rockets. Ammo is tight in places, so best to keep, I don't know, keep a little bit of reserve with your shooting so you don't waste any rockets. So, take down those snipey revenants. Got one on either side. Not spatially this or geographically, this is a very, very small map, so not a lot to do in terms of navigation. I don't know it very well. I decided not to practice this one too much. Cool. Okay, I just realised there's 2 revenants up here as well. Just wonder where the noise was coming from. Come on. And last one. Okay. And then, yeah, 2 Arachnotron here. Oops, not in yet. Nice. And you, please. Good. You know what? Just in case, let's grab some shells. So let's grab 60. It'll do for now. Okay, next bits of mechanics here. Not that sure of. This blue door area is the last area. We've got a load of cyber demon in there with pinkies and stuff that we need to deal with. But there's just this little space here is next. One little room and this corridor here. We get loads of cacos, loads of revenants, loads of various things. So not sure what to do with this, but I recommend don't shoot the barrel for now. And let's fire while everything's open and run ahead. That brings in all of the revenants, but there is a monster block and line dev there, which makes this fight quite tame, and they all line up here, so it's pretty good. So we can tidy this up pretty quickly, and it keeps the corpses away from an archfile we're going to have in a bit. Come on. So they're very orderly here, which is helpful. Okay, let's get rid of that one. Okay. once we get down towards the end of it, I'll just move over to the super shotgun. It's too hard to hit these revenants when they're moving around all the time. So that's pretty good. Now there is a trigger for an archvile here. I'm not really quite sure what it is, but what we can do next is shoot the barrel. That brings in cacos. There will be a lot of cacos. There we go. Cacos are started. I think the trigger for the archvile is going in. So if you're unlucky, you can trigger all of these fights in one go. Maybe that's a good strat if you want to just pile up all the monsters, get the revenants and cacos in fight. But I've decided to break it down into a couple of constituent segments just to work through. So they can, the cacos in there is a teleporting line dev. So every now and again cacos will come through. We do have a lot of cacos to deal with here, so I need to be mindful of my ammo as well. Anybody want to teleport in? Apparently not. There's a lot more cacos than this. Come on. Okay, not sure if there's another trigger that I need to activate. Let me grab some resources before I do that. So we're already getting a bit low on shells, and you don't want to run out on these. Actually, 15 rockets, we can do better than that. Cool. That is all of our rockets, apart from the backpacks we didn't pick up. That's why I kept the backpacks, to make sure I get rockets. There you go. Some more have decided to come in. As I say, not sure what triggers the archvile, so just be careful. You can hear it teleport in, but just keep an eye on it. Actually, going out for the ammo there is brilliant, because now it's just piled all these things up. If the corridor was a bit wider, I'd be tempted to use rockets here, just to get some good damage across multiple cacos with each rocket. But because it's quite narrow, I'm just going to stick to the super shotgun here. Come on. Can't really see what I'm doing, but you can see that the head of the caco light up when it's going through its attack animation. So that's what I'm watching out for here. I'm just keeping scrolling, obviously over and back helps as well. Come on. Okay. Not going to waste any of my good ammo on this. The fight's just not pressing enough to want to do it. And yeah, we can take a few more. Cool. Let's say, not a very big map. This is most of the map complete. We've got one space left. And the difficult part really is all of the cybers that are there. Come on. Cybers are quite tough in the next base, so I'm hoping I do okay with that. Can't see anything here. Okay, it should be thinning out now. This looks like most of the contingent of cacos. You can hear the archvile. Oops. I can hear the archvile breathing in the other room, so it's around here somewhere. But not going to risk bringing it in just yet. Got to be a little bit careful with it. Okay, what do I want to do with the archvile? Rockets, I think. So it's not come in yet, so I've obviously not hit the trigger. This fight looks like it's stopped now, so no more stuff coming in. So I'm going to move to the next base. In here, there's a blue key. Listen out. There you go, I heard the teleporter. Oops. Oh, wow, nearly missed that. Yeah, I was trying to hang out a bit more than maybe I should there. That's alright, archvile's down. So the trigger seemed to be in this room. I went a little bit quiet there, because when you come in, I interacted with that, I heard something happen. And when you walk in here, it raises a platform, which brings up the blue key. That's it. And the next base is in here with all the Cyber Demon. The Cyber Demon is a fairly rough space to deal with. So I would urge extreme caution. So let's go and have a look at what it is. I think we've got 4 cybers at the top. There you are. Problem with them is that the Cyber Demon at the very far end. Let's see if I can get a bit of infighting with the Mancubi over there. The Cyber Demon at the very end, their rockets take a lot longer to reach. So you've got 4 waves of rockets coming. Yes. Oh, that was really, really nice. Okay. I could run in and flip a switch here. Okay, let's go for it. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I want to get past here without getting hung up. There we go. You know what? You gotta flip that one. See if we can get him to come out. Yeah. Okay, this is starting to feel a bit risky. Okay, need some space. There is a teleporter in the middle. I will try at 2% health. I'm going to try and get to it. And just run backwards when you go into it and you get out. Okay, we're safe here again. And we've caused a bit of infighting, which is good. And I'm going to run and grab some health for obvious reasons. Oh, didn't want to get that. It's alright. When my health is really low like this and armor isn't great, I'm just going to go for the mega. Just grab that. Don't overpick other stuff, so just being a little bit careful, and that's it. This is like, we get very little plasma on this map, so I'm trying to be careful. Watch out for rockets here. Cool. Any of the other Mancubi want to infight? That would be really helpful if they did. Not looking like it. Got one cyber. I don't know where it is, out of the way for now. If looking around the edge here or taking on a cyber from the doorway is tough, because the other cyber at the back are going to be launching rockets as well. So you can step out, there you go, you can step out when you think it's safe, and it's really not. So the spider mama went down, which makes me think at least one of the cyber at the back is going to be damaged. Come on. No great way to deal with this. I don't have enough plasma to take them all on, so I can't really afford to be overly bold here. I guess, oh, there you go, look at that. If I'd gotten an infight with that mank, that would have been great. 3, and in. Another mank fireball here. Oops. Trying to be careful. I'm trying not to let the other cyber see me so I can take this one on. It is a bit slow and methodical here. I don't really have a better way of doing that. Could run in and flip switches and try and get things moving, but it's a recipe for death. If you want to invite anybody else, go for it. Don't worry about me. Come on. So other rockets can come through at any time, just be careful with that. Actually, I'm getting reasonably good hits in this cyber. So I'm expecting it'll go down at some point. Just stand back from the corner, just so... there you go, yes! Wow, that's really helpful. Again, mainly from the ammo perspective, but also just eroding a bit of health. Saves me a couple of shells, a little bit of time. Can't really see. I was trying to see what the other cybers are doing. Can't see much happening. Just be cautious. Okay, now we at least can get a bit of a foothold in there. Let's throw the plasma on. Okay, got some pinkies up top. So some rockets coming in a bit later than others. Just be careful with that. Okay. You've annoyed them, that's fine. Let's go in here. Let's bring you down. So now I kind of hope that they can kind of get themselves boomed. So there's some pinkies up top. They can help me out with all that and get a bit distracted and disturbed with it. Sometimes with the lifts, when you lower the lift, if the cyber tends to go to, or stands on the edge of the lift when it goes back up, it gets boomed, and then you can take it down quite easily, which is nice. Come on. Wouldn't mind getting another one down. Let's use some plasma here. I've got two relatively well lined up. Got a bit of space to deal with. You can tell it's relatively tough to deal with this, at least at my standard. Oops, I had to dodge there, was run out of space. And fell down. Okay, I managed to get out, that's alright. I could do with thinning out the pinkies, they're not going to do much more for me here. And they could hold me up, so they're a danger as much as anything right now. So let's just take these guys out. You can see, oops, I wasn't looking. You can see the pinkies are kind of boomed up there. You can end up with a cyber boom like that. That can be particularly helpful. Okay, forgot where I was for a second. Okay, out of shells. let's run and grab some shells. Rockets can get you even here, so be careful. Sometimes you just see them coming out. There you go. They were coming the whole way after us, so just be super careful with that. And I wanted the shells. So again, you can see ammo getting tight. Let's grab that. Okay, again, they can target us. There could be rockets. Yeah, and there are. So let's just get out of the way for a second. And the distant cybers could have more rockets coming. So just be careful before you step out. Just not worth the risk at this point. Okay. Those rockets disappeared. Trying to watch two of them at the same time while it's not falling off. But luckily I don't have the monkey bite to worry about, which made that an awful lot easier. Cool. Oh, you're distracted. Don't really want to go... You know what? Let's bring you down. See if that does anything. I say sometimes you can just get lucky with it. So just playing it to see if I could. Okay. Let's back off here. Are you stuck? You are. Whoa. Oh. Got hit and held up by the pinkies at the same time. So that was a bit awkward. And definitely time to grab some health. I'll say things can change really, really quickly in this. And what do I have? I've got the Berserk pack. Wouldn't mind having that just because we've got pinkies and things anyway. So let's grab that. What else? We've got the Mega Armor. I think we've got an extra Megasphere here. We can come back for that if we need it. Let's get back past those. I could pick those up for some plasma. Okay, some rockets maybe. Just, yeah. Always look out for those. That Mancubus is in fighting something. Okay. Come on. Don't think there's any plasma in the last room here, so I'm going to have to deal with this here. Just need to manage my movements aren't too much. Don't get too close to the edge. Because if I take this cyber down, it should be game over at that point. There's loads of health. We've got a spare Megasphere and nothing is pushing or threatening. There's the last tough monster in this one. Yeah. Take a bit of damage on it. Just not to get hung up on the edge. I nearly died a second ago by getting held up by the pinkies on the edge of that platform. That's no fun at all. There we go. Might actually just go for the backpacks now. That's given me... I said ammo's tight on this. It seems to be going a lot better on this one. But definitely tight on the things I would like to have, like plasma. Yeah, always watch out. Give yourself a break. We only have one cyber, so I'm okay to go once I see the last rocket. There we go. Okay, it's just... We've got one cyber down below. That's okay. Anything in here? No. And I don't think there's any other stuff we can use. No cells or anything like that. Let's take these down. This is looking good. Okay. That's all looking good. I can hear the cyber at that end, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw my plasma on and I'm going to flip from this end. So I'm away from all of the pinkies. And I'd like to go and deal with that cyber, but I don't want loads of stuff on top of me. Need to be careful what side it comes on so it doesn't pile up on top of me. Because the worst thing here is getting held up by pinkies and then the cyber throwing a rocket at you. I say, not adverse to doing some of the work myself. Don't mind doing the killing. Oops, hello. No BFG on this one. Just stay away from the walls in the back. Anything to punch yourself. I doubt it's taking much damage. Don't want to waste my plasma because I'm just going to spend a long time with my shotgun. Come on. Roughly 40 plasma left. Let's try and use it well. That was alright. Okay, where are you coming? So again, it's the wall at the back that worries me. Don't want to go in the teleporter. Although better to go in the teleporter than eat the rocket. That's it. That's all kills. Back up top. Run through. Bit cautious on this one, but I just haven't practiced it at all. I didn't feel it was needed. So let's finish up. Cool. I'm really pleased with that. 20 minutes is quite a good run. I'll say with this one, this is my second recorded one. The first recorded run, I got hung up with pinkies and they ate me alive, and I had all sorts of problems with the cyber sniping me when I couldn't move with the pinkies, just in that last area. Same with this run. Just on this one, I didn't die, but you could tell how precarious it can get. It can get precarious quite quickly in this. So I think I had a nice strategy on this one. I had loads and loads of ammo for some reason at the end of this one. In my practice run of this, I ran really low on ammo and it became very, very tough. So I tried to be careful about the ammo I was using, particularly plasma. Keep your plasma for the cyber demon, because it's very powerful in cyber and just takes it means that you're going to have to shotgun them or something similar, but you can reduce the burden of that if you get plenty of plasma in. So the strategy on this one for me was, obviously taking down the barons at the very first fight with the rocket launcher, and then get some rockets ahead of you and walk into the area, and the door opens at the back with the 2 archviles. That worked really well. The 2 archviles were down before I had to do anything. So that was really sweet. Normally they're pushing in, and if they get to the baron line, you're going to waste all your ammo there. So got that tidied up. Used as much super shotgun shells in the next kind of sections as I could. Took down the Mancubi in the next area with the rockets. Took down all the sniping revenants with the super shotgun, and then we pushed in the first room we enter on the right that has the blue key. Key thing there for me is when you open the door, don't blow the barrel. Just make a noise, and then it starts teleporting in all of the revenants. And if you run back out, you can turn back, and they all pile up in the doorway, and you can use the Monster Block and 9 Delve with loads of rockets and take them all down. And that's pretty quick and efficient to do it. Take down the last couple of ones, just not to waste rockets. Take the last couple down with the super shotgun. Then we had the Caco wave. We got the Cacos coming, took most of those down with super shotgun as well. And then listened out really carefully before we went into the closet for the blue key to listen for the archvile teleporting in. And when I heard it, I had the rockets on and I kept them flowing. I took some risks with that, just because I didn't like the minute a couple of Cacos go up, they can start blocking your path, and suddenly they're all up and you're getting swarmed again. So I was a bit bold with it, but keep the rockets flowing, get that archvile down. And those are all the main areas before the blue door. When you walk into the blue door, you have the 4 cybers on the top. Be really, really careful with them, because you can have a lot of rockets in the air at the same time, and some of them are coming from very different distances. So, you might be fighting the first cyber at the doorway, but there's rockets coming from the back to take 15 seconds or something to get there. And just be careful with that, because it can catch you out and you can catch a rocket pretty easily. I thought it was nice in this one to flip the switches, lower some of the cybers and get them to walk off their platforms. It reduces the number that are up top to a more manageable level, and once you get a foothold there and take 1 or 2 down, it becomes fairly straightforward after that. Not too much danger with it. And then be careful with the pinkies. The pinkies nearly got me again on this one, where I'm getting pushed up against them, they're holding me up, the infinite height isn't helping me, and I'm trying to dodge cybers at the top. But I say once you get a cyber down, maybe the second cyber, that space becomes a lot easier to work in. So I think the strategies worked really well with this one. I barely practiced this. I kind of one kind of practice run to get through. My first run playing it, it's just, I said, geographically it's a very simple map, so there's not too many different ways to do it. So my plan was let's just get to recording. So I had very, very little practice, same as some of the recent maps, and just started recording. This is the second recorded run. The first one I died, so I put an outtake in that. But it's taken me, I don't know, it's probably taken me 40 minutes to finish this map. So really not that challenging in the end. But I've really enjoyed it. Hope you guys have too, and I'll see you in the next one. Come on, let me out. Let me out. Maybe plasma is the thing here.